Well, I delayed it as long as I could, but finally I broke down and went out and bought a 3D printer made by Creality. It's the Ender 3 Pro, and it was around 250 bucks, so it was an under $300 printer. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed with what it can do for the price. Does it make perfect prints? No, but none of them do, even the ones that are really expensive, and it's more designed for prototyping anyway, so keep that in mind. And there's actually quite a few RV project ideas that I have for a 3D printer. The first couple I'm going to show here, and you'll see some more as time goes on. And I've created a web page on my website for all the various projects that I design, as well as links to other items people have designed for RVs. Now, there are two levels of expertise when it comes to 3D printing. Number one, you can just use the 3D printer and download designs that other people have made and print them out, and you don't need to do anything else. However, if you want to do your own designs, there is a learning curve to learn somewhat of a CAD system, and I admit I'm not an expert in this. I'm pretty much coming in with no experience at all, and I'm using a product called FreeCAD, and this is actually what I'll show you later, one of the things that I designed and built. And this is a holder for the Lippert remote for ground control. And I completely designed this on my own. And as I said, there's actually two levels of use in 3D printing, but actually there's three. Number one, you can design the product and then print it out. Or you can design the product and go to eBay, which has a lot of 3D printing services, and have somebody else print it out. Or you can download a design from somebody, usually free, and either print it out on your printer or send it to a print service. And so in the coming months, I'll learn certainly more and more about this, and as I do, I'll get into a little better designs. This is a free software, and it's buggier than the Florida swamp in June. Now, this part initially took me about 7 hours to design, and when I printed it out, it didn't print out like it was supposed to. I had to go back and redesign it. And I went back and redesigned it, and I did it in about an hour because I did actually learn some things. If you go to Thingiverse.com on the internet, this is a free repository of people that have done 3D designs, and they're all free. And there's not a lot of them for RVs, but there are a few. And this is the search results when I searched on RV. And we have, just a vent here. There we have a new fan blade. And here's a little holder if you have a Mopica RV tank monitor. Here's a replacement shower door lock. All you have to do is download them, put them in your 3D printer and print them, or send them to a 3D print service. And here is the water inlet knob wrench that I will be printing out later in this video. So thanks goes to the user Rasmussen for designing this and placing it on Thingiverse, making it available to the public. And if you go on eBay, search on 3D printing service, we found 248 results. Prices are all over the map. Some of these prices are just marker prices, some are true prices. I have not used any of these, so I can't vouch for one or recommend one, so you'll just have to go through and see what looks good for you. But generally they charge by the part or by the hour. There's a bunch of different types of materials you can get. So you don't have to have a 3D printer. You can print with one of these printing services, and then you can just have 3D prints without having to make a big investment in time and as well as money. So to recap, there are three methods for 3D printing. One, you can download the design from a repository and send it through a 3D printing service. Or you can download the designs and print them on your own 3D printer. Or you can create your own designs using a CAD software and print them on your 3D printer or send them to the 3D printing service. So if you want to design the 3D prints, then you're going to need a CAD software. However, if you just want to print them out, you need what's called a slicing software. And this one actually came free with the printer. And here's that same remote holder. This is the interface between the printer and the object that you want to print. And this is called a slicer software. Basically what it does is it slices this thing into multiple layers, and as you can see, if I run this up and down, this basically just tells the print head where to go. So when it starts, it will print like this. So each one of these layers is defined in the slicer. And we're starting to build our first part. Well, the print is just about done. It's taken about almost 3 hours to do. And we're doing this in medium quality, which is around 0.2 millimeters per sliced layer. Alright, and we're done. So we can pull this back out, and we take our little spatula, and there we go. There's a piece on the bottom called a raft, and I've started to pull it off. You should be able to just kind of pull this off. And what a raft is it's a transition between the bed and the part so it can stick better. And there's the logo there. And it's a medium, and I mean we can see a few artifacts and a little texturing, but you know, for in the wet bay it's fine. And the purpose of this is we're going to mount this to the wall, and then our remote's going to fit in there like that. And this is our Lippert remote. And I think I found the perfect place for the remote. I'm going to put it right in there so it'll be out of the way. In with the remote holder in here. Remote fits in there fine like that. Just like that. And here is the water inlet wrench that I found on Thingiverse. And I printed those out as one of the first projects. And this just fits over like that. And then when you thread your hose on, it's easier to handle.